like recently Apostle Tahar did a video, which he did a video, I believe it was a few weeks back, probably a month ago or so, where he spoke about priest Danyaahla, you know, and he commended the brother for doing a good job on that White Lives Matter, and I agree, because I watched the whole thing, you know, and you know, we had our differences with the brother, you know, it wasn't anything malicious, you know, it was all done through reproof, because a prophet's job is to reprove.
That's right.
You know, the scriptures speak about, if somebody can get that, maybe we can start off with that, 2 Timothy 3, all scriptures, you know, because this thing is about reproof. And one thing I want to say, you know, about the brother priest Danyaahla, I would like to commend him on that, is that what he said was that there were certain things that the Apostle said about him that he didn't agree with, you know, but he didn't go about and start talking shit and start going on a slander campaign and doing videos cursing the apostle out, you know, like some of you clowns. And he goes back, you know, I'm not sure exactly what year he came in. He probably came in before I did. You know, I came in January 1993. I'm sure he probably was there maybe late 80s or early 90s. I'm not sure exactly date, you know. And you got these new guys that were part of Great Millstone for a couple of years and got kicked out or left. And they're on a slander and smear campaign against apostles and elders that taught them. You know, and he didn't go on that rampage, on that tandem. You know, the scriptures say that if the ruler of the people rises up against thee, leave not thy place. You know, in other words, you know, you don't just go out because of your emotions, you know, and just start talking shit about men that taught you. You know, so I'm happy about that. Our thing is about the truth, man. You know, teach the truth. If you're teaching the truth, we don't have no problem with you. You know, it's when you start going off and start going, you know, messing up the name of the Most High, wayward doctrines, that's when we get pissed off. Yeah. And the Lord set us up to reprove. Yeah. Part of reproof is not going to be pretty. You know, that's why somebody get that to Amos, what is that, 5 and 10? You know, that's why people got a problem with the apostles, elders, and the men of Great Millstone. You know, because they're constantly cursing them out. You got something, bro?
Amos.
All right, bring it out.
This is Amos 5 and 10. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate.
They hate him that rebuketh in the gate. What's the gate? At the gate of the city would sit what? The leaders. You know? That's what the scriptures say for these false prophets, that the leaders of this people cause them to err. But the real leaders would sit at the gates of the city, and people would come to them, and they would sit there and officiate the law. If somebody had a problem, they would officiate it. If somebody was going off, they would get rebuked. You know? So if you're teaching the truth, if you're saying what's right, people are going to hate you. They're going to come down on you. They're going to have evil intent towards you. Just like the prophet Micah. Ahab had ill will towards him, because every time he spoke about Ahab, he always had negative things to say about Ahab, because Ahab was a goddamn demon. You know? Same thing with some of these other guys. But some brothers know that what their intentions are, and they don't leave their place. You know, so you know what, I don't agree with that, but you know what? I'm gonna wait, because at the end of the day, if I say something about you that's not right or that's negative, you know, eventually if you're not doing that, then Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua will vindicate you in the long run.
Right.
But by you trying to leave your place and start, well, look, now that means that you're guilty of something.
No integrity.
So I give it to the brother. I mean, the brother was solid on that, man, you know? And only one more thing I want to say to you, brother, priest Danyaahla, is, look, bro, when you do your presentations, which are very good presentations, all I'm saying is, brother, just hit them scriptures more. You know, you're doing it, but just hit them more. You know, put more emphasis on the scriptures and the truth and the gospel of salvation and the words of the book, you know, than on the presentation itself. Because this is the main ingredient. This right here, this is the main ingredient. This is what's going to save our souls, the ones of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua that are part of the elect. This is the main focus. Everything else is gravy, you know, but you want to get the main meat is this word.
That's how it was. I was talking to Apostle Rama before we turned it on. That's how it was back when Priest Danyaahla was on the conference calls. Because I remember us being up late at night.
Oh yeah, he used to do
3 o'clock in the morning. And basically it'll be a phone call with how many brothers? 9, 10, maybe even more brothers. 15 brothers, and Priest Danyaahla just teaching. Everybody's asking questions. But I remember on the conference calls, it was nothing but scriptures.
Yeah.
It was scripture, 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 scripture. That's it. You know, with a little bit of story, he would go over the history of the schools,